Hello there, and today I just decided to show you some of my recent Poundland Blu Ray pickups that I picked up over the last few months. I didn't get them all in the same Poundland shop, I got them in three different Poundlands. So I've got a few here to show you. You can see them on the screen, but I'll just show you them each one separately. The first one is this one, which is called Waist Deep. And I haven't actually watched most of these. I have seen this film before in the past, but I haven't watched this Blu-ray version. Probably saw it on DVD in the past or something. I seem to remember it was a pretty good film though. Um, Good acting and good action scenes and stuff. Quite a good story. And these were all £1, by the way, because some people on YouTube have been saying that some shops are now selling the Blu-rays for £2 each instead of £1, which is a bit of a rip-off, isn't it? Because it's called Poundland. I mean, come on. Should keep everything at a pound, you know. Be sensible about it. Stop getting greedy. So the next one I've got here is Kick Ass. I presume most people have seen this film. It's a pretty good film. And of course there was a sequel made with I think it had Jim Carrey in it somewhere, and Nicolas Cage, of course, pops up in this one as well. I think I'm not sure how often he pops up in the film because it's a while since I watched this one as well. But that's Kick Ass, and I got most of these in the Poundland at Sunderland, the big Poundland, and some of them in the smaller Poundland because there's two like Poundlands not far away from each other in Sunderland. So this next one is called Rise of the Foot Soldier Part 2, which I haven't seen either, and I haven't seen the first one either. But I'm not 100% sure whether this one's 100% my cup of tea, but I'll give it a watch sometime anyway to see what it's like. Next one is Beautiful Creatures with Jeremy Irons and a few other people, some of which I haven't heard of. I've heard of Viola Davis and Emma Thompson. I think that's about it. I haven't seen this film either. I've actually got two copies of this. I bought another copy for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because my other copy was second hand. I decided to get a brand new copy. Next one we have is Paranormal Activity 4. Haven't seen this either. I've only seen the first Paranormal Activity movie so far, so I'll have to check this out at some point. And if you've seen any of these films, let us know what you think of them if you can, if you've seen them, and let us know what you've been picking up at your local Poundland and whether the films are still £1 on Blu-ray or whether they've gone up to £2. It's great, isn't it, when you're recording on your phone and messages come through. That's what that ding was. So this next one is Hot Fuzz, starring Simon Pegg, of course, and Nick Frost. I have seen this one, but I watched it on HD DVD a while ago. But it'll probably be the same quality as the Blu-ray because it's probably taken from the same master and everything. It was a good film. It was about basically about secret societies and Satanism and stuff like that, as far as I remember. And this next one is The Hunger Games Catching Fire, which I have seen. I saw it at the cinema when it first came out. I saw it at Bolden Cineworld, which is not my favourite cinema by any means. I used to prefer it when they used to show the films on film, when they actually had film projection. Now it's all digital, of course, as it is pretty much everywhere, unfortunately. But that's Hunger Games Catching Fire. I thought it was a pretty good film, actually, this one. I've only seen the first two Hunger Games films so far, but I've actually got all of them on Blu-ray, and one of them's in 3D as well. Mockingjay Part 1, I think. So next we have The Amazing Spider-Man Part 2, 3D version. I've actually got 2 copies of this as well. Just thought I'd buy a spare one since it was only £1. I paid much more for this when it first came out, I tell you. And I thought this was a pretty good film as well. A lot of people don't like it for some reason. And it's sad that Stan Lee's just passed away as well. Very sad news that was. I found out yesterday. I didn't know he had died till I saw it on Facebook. Someone posted a thing about it on Facebook. So that's Amazing Spider-Man Part 2. Next we have a film which is called The Kidnapping of Freddie Heineken, starring Anthony Hopkins. In America this was just called what was it called again? I forget now. It was a slightly different title to the UK version. I think it was The Kidnapping of Mr. Heineken, I think it was called. But if you watch Big Paulie on here, Big Paulie, he does a thing called What's in the Poundland Bin, and he reviewed this one, and he thought it was okay, but he actually chucked it in the rubbish Poundland bin afterwards. He wasn't going to keep it, because the good ones he puts back on his shelf, keeps them. The ones he likes a lot, which he's going to plan on watching again at some point. So anyway, that's that one. Next we have Another Hood with Adam Deacon, who's best known for the kidulthood films and adulthood films and stuff. This film, it wasn't too bad. It's one of those films that could probably quite easily get on your nerves. There's a lot of like loud shouting and stuff scenes all the way through by some of the actors in the film. And it featured somebody who was on Big Brother. I forget her name now. Ashleen, I think it was Ashleen. She used to be on Big Brother. She was in a couple of scenes. And I watched that one on the big screen in my cinema room on the projector. It looked pretty good actually. Next we have Snow Queen Part 2, which you can also buy in 3D if you look online. But it has, I think it's on an import only version. And Big Paulie actually bought this with a slipcover. I wasn't lucky enough to get a slipcover on mine. He got the first one with a slipcover as well, but they only had the second one in the shop I was in, so just bought this one. Next one we have is Mojave, I think you pronounce it, like the Mojave Desert, I think. And I've heard of Oscar Isaac, but I'm not really familiar with his work. I haven't seen this one either. And I don't know who Garrett Hedlund is. I haven't really heard of him. So I'll have to watch this one sometime and see what it's like. And remember, these all were £1 each. They're not £2. They weren't £2 like some people have been saying in some of the Poundlands. This next one is Dog Eat Dog with Nicolas Cage and Willem Dafoe. I've heard a lot of bad things about this film. It usually gets bad reviews, but I'll check it out and see what it's like, because I'm a big fan of Nicolas Cage. And I like quite a lot of his films. Some of his films are my favourites, actually. I've got a lot of favourite Nicolas Cage movies. This one costs you more if you buy it online. All of these cost you more if you buy them online, actually. So you definitely get some bargains in Poundland if you visit your local Poundland. I don't know whether they're still selling Blu-rays, because Big Paulie says his local Poundland shops have all dried up. There's no more Blu-rays coming in, and it's been like that for a few weeks or months now. So here we have Exposed, which Big Paulie also reviewed, and he said it was a really good film. So I'll have to check that out at some point, because I like Keanu Reeves. One of my favourite films is Sweet November with Keanu Reeves. That was a really good one, with Charlize Theron as well. And this one I've also got a doubler of. This is Minions 3D without the lenticular cover, because my other version's got a lenticular 3D cover on it. And this is a really good film. I've watched this one in 3D. The 3D was really impressive as well. And Sandra Bullock does one of the voices in it. Next one is Iron Sky, which is about Nazis coming down to Earth from outer space or something. They've been hiding out on a planet somewhere, colonizing a planet, repopulating a planet somewhere in outer space somewhere, something like that. I haven't watched it yet, but it's got mixed reviews, this film, and I think they made a second one as well. I think they did. So that's Iron Sky. And this next one is Brick Mansions with the late Paul Walker. I don't know anything about this one, apart from it seems to be an action thriller of some sort. So I'll eventually get around to watching this one as well at some point. And the last one here is something called Seventh Son, which looks a little bit like a knockoff of X-Men or something similar by the cover. Like trying to cash in on X-Men type films. I may be wrong, like just what it looks like from the cover, But looks like it might be pretty good. I may be wrong, but all these are definitely worth £1, even if they're not that good, because obviously with Blu Ray you usually get pretty damn good picture quality and sound quality, and you can get really good quality on some DVDs as well, especially if they're dual layer format. A lot of people criticize DVDs, and Big Paulie is one of them, and some of his fans as well. But a lot of films are only still available on DVD. Like a lot of my favorite films you can only get on DVD, so that's pretty much the only way of watching them if you want to watch your favorite films sometimes, because they're only available on DVD, a lot of them. And some of them haven't, a lot of films haven't even been released on DVD yet. And so it always baffles me why they bring all these new formats out, like 4K and stuff. And they haven't even brought everything out on bloody DVD yet, you know what I mean? And another thing, while I'm mentioning 4K, I don't know if a lot of you know this, but we're all being lied to about 4K discs, because they're not really 4K. They're just upscaled 2K resolution, because all films are mastered in 2K. Some of them are shot in like 3.8K and 6K, but when they get mastered, they reduce the resolution back down to 2K. They're mastered in 2K. So when they put them on 4K discs, they upscale them to 4K resolution, which is kind of cheating, because you can actually upscale regular Blu-rays if you've got a good 4K player and TV. So they'll probably look not far off the quality of the actual 4K discs. So it's kind of a waste of money, really, buying 4K at the minute, I think. Excuse me. Anyway, that's me recent Poundland Blu-ray pickups. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up if you don't mind. But if you didn't, obviously give us a thumbs down. And I'd just like to thank every one of you for watching my video. And I'll catch you on the next one. So bye for now. Take care.